Hi, Mr. X with Glossary Term Law of Cosines. It's a series of 3 equations I recommend my students remember that are very much like the Pythagorean Theorem with an extra term. In fact, the Pythagorean Theorem is a special case of the law of cosines. Now you need to know we start out with a triangle ABC, and the capital letters, big A, capital B, capital C, are at the vertices. The small letters represent the sides, the length of the side opposite the angle with the capital letters. So this side A, length A, is opposite angle A. You have to go with this convention to use these equations. Now, if you just remember your Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, you're off to a really good start, and you can remember all 3 of these. We use the one that fits our situation. There are rules for that. We're not going to get into at the moment. But it's not that hard to remember all these guys. This looks like it's very imposing, but really, if you already know the Pythagorean theorem, you're almost there. All we have to do for the law of cosines is start with the Pythagorean theorem and subtract from this 2 times the product AB times the cosine of the angle opposite this guy. Yeah, it takes a while for this to be automatic, and I'm Mr. X and I teach math for a living, so I sort of take this for granted. But it's really not that bad. Here's the Pythagorean theorem, and then we just add this term, this negative 2AB cosine C. What if we have a right triangle? What if we have a right triangle? Well, we know that this is all we need, right? Just the Pythagorean will hold for this. Well, sure it does, because the cosine of 90 degrees is 0. So for a right triangle, this whole term goes to 0, and of course we have the Pythagorean theorem. It's a special case of the law of cosine.
MrXmath.com